Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. Andrew Cain scores a 2-round stoppage against Lazaro Casseres of Colombia. Now, Casseres came in with a glossy record, 11 wins, only 4 KOs, but he only had 1 defeat. The defeat was back in 2021. He got stopped in 3 rounds in an 8-rounder over in Panama City. He's had the rest of his fights in Colombia. And with Colombia, they produce fighters whose records sort of flatter to deceive. A lot of Colombian fighters are quite tall, they're quite wiry, but they move up a level and they get found out. They tend to be, and I know this is a generalisation, but they tend to be a little bit brittle physically. And so it proved with Lazaro Casseres, because Andrew Cain didn't lose a second of this fight. He really didn't. He came in with 12 wins, 11 KOs, 1 defeat to Yanat Baluta, which was last year. But that was fine. That was a split decision 10-rounder. Baluta's a good fighter, very good fighter, and he'll take you rounds and he'll find you out if you're not on your A game. He's got some good wins on his record. Since then, he's come back with a few. I think this was his 3rd comeback fight. This was supposedly a step up. It was for the WBC International Silver Bantamweight title, whatever the hell that is. I ain't got a clue what that is, but I suppose it gets you ranked at some point. And he's 28 now, Cain. So you would think he's probably, for a bantam, you'd think, okay, he's in his prime. And there's nothing wrong with him. I mean, I've seen him fight quite a lot, and even against Baluta when he lost, there's a lot to admire there. He's a good fighter. I'd say he's perfectly capable of getting to European level. But this was a complete mismatch. Casseres was so disappointing. He didn't do anything. He allowed Andrew Cain to do whatever he wanted to do from the word go. And if you do that with any opponent, they can fight 30 rounds because they're going at their own pace. They're not taking any punches. They're deciding as and when they're going to fire their own artillery. Very, very poor performance by Casseres. And if he is better than this, and if he did freeze on the night, or however you want to phrase it, then okay, fair enough. But no, this was a nothing win. First round, totally dominated by Cain. Casseres did absolutely nothing. Casseres is 27, by the way. It's not like he's a kid who was out of his depth, but although he was out of his depth. He got put down. I think it was an uppercut, was the first knockdown in the 2nd round. Casseres got up and he had it was under his left eye. His left eye was beginning to swell a bit. And he did try and fire a few punches back. They had absolutely no effect on Cain whatsoever. And then Cain clipped him again. Casseres was all over the place. He staggered backwards with Cain breathing down his neck, and the referee jumped in and stopped it. So a 2-round victory for Andrew Cain. There isn't really a lot more to say about this win. But Cain is going to have to move up in quality of opposition. And it's all very well bringing in someone from Colombia or someone from, I don't know, whatever, some guy with a glossy record who's never been out of his comfort zone. But at some point, you've got to step up and fight. I mean, I think domestic level, why not go the old route? He's fought for, I think he might have even held some of these international belts before, Andrew Cain, but do we really want to see that? Do we really want to see, lower level opposition coming in and padding your record? I mean, Baluta has since won. Okay, Baluta has since lost, actually, to Dennis McCann, and that was a rematch of a technical draw they had last year. So why not put Andrew Cain in with Baluta again? That would be a good fight. But, Baluta, he's Romanian, but he lives in this country. I think he lives in Watford, which is an area I know well. He's 30, so he's not past it. He'll still give you work. Baluta and McCain know each other. Why not try and rectify that right? That would be a far better option than simply fighting non-entities that have glossy records but don't really offer anything. So this isn't a video that's designed to sort of put Andrew Cain down. I think he's got ability, but the opponent was poor, very, very poor and very disappointing. So there we have it. I mean, this was on the undercard of the Nick Ball, Ronnie Rios headliner over in Liverpool. Andrew Cain's a Liverpool fighter. But I think the fans deserved a bit more, to be honest with you. But anyway, you let me know what you think. Comments below as usual. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the like button. And thank you for your support. I always appreciate you watching the videos. So let me know what you think, and I'll have a read and answer a few of your comments. More to come tonight. Thank you very much. Bye for now.